Hey guys, it's Viv. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. In today's video, we are going to be finding out what your destiny is, okay? So if you guys are curious about that, wondering like where will I end up, what am I destined to become, this video is the one for you, alright? If you guys are new to pick a card readings, here's the basic rundown. We have 4 piles here. Pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, feel free to choose your pile based on the crystal or just the pile itself. Feel free to pause this video if you need some time to choose your pile. Once you've decided, you can fast forward to the timestamp in the description box below. Alright, that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for watching, and without further ado, let's start with group 1. Hey group 1, welcome to your guys' reading. If you chose this pile or this crystal, then welcome. This reading is for you guys. Let's just jump right into it. Let's find out what your destiny is. Alright, okay, group 1. So for your tarot cards, we have the 6 of Wands, the Ace of Coins, the 2 of Swords, as well as the Page of Swords. Alright, guys, I'm kind of about this. I do love that we have the 6 of Wands here. The 6 of Wands is the card of victory, triumph, like social recognition, kind of getting what you deserve, okay? That is if you have put in the hard work, and it's just like the card of fresh success and victory, okay? And especially since we have it followed by the Ace of Coins, which is kind of the card of like financial opportunities. This is a card actually of just like new opportunities in general, especially financial opportunities, okay? This can also be a card of success and abundance as well, all right? So I'm loving that. I am getting a couple different messages so far for you guys, group 1. So I'll start off with the first one. I'm seeing that for some of you guys, your destiny is definitely going to involve some great like achievement or accomplishment that you guys set out to do. Maybe you're destined to fulfill some lifelong goal or dream or some kind of just like accomplishment. I feel like you guys, this pile in particular, is like really hardworking, really motivated and driven to accomplish their goals and succeed in life, basically, okay? You guys are high achieving, definitely the more like go-getter type for sure. But yeah, for some of you guys, it's gonna be like achieving some kind of accomplishment or some great success that brings like notoriety to your family even, or to your legacy, okay? There's gonna be some kind of long-lasting success for sure. All right. The second message for some of you guys has more to do with these sword cards. All right. The 2 of Swords in particular is kind of like all about indecision or not being able to see the full picture yet. Okay. So I feel like for some of you guys, this success will definitely be put on hold for a while, or it's going to take like a while for you guys to kind of either like figure out what you want to do with your life, or to just be patient enough for this Ace of Coins card to kind of come into being, all right? I feel like for some of you guys, there's going to be trouble manifesting your dreams like along the way. I feel like all of you guys, like if you chose this pile, you are going to accomplish your dreams in life. You are going to definitely accomplish something big in this lifetime. You are destined to do that if you chose this pile. But for some of you guys, it might come later due to problems of like stress, or like in your environment, maybe there might be setbacks that kind of force you, like make you back up into a corner and kind of doubt yourself, okay? I feel like your biggest enemy is your doubt and like the stress that you might even put on yourself because of your high expectations to succeed, basically, okay? With the Page of Swords, another possible obstacle you guys might face is being like impatient or being too rash, okay? I feel like the more you guys kind of like push it too hard or almost like force your goals or dreams to come into reality, the more you're like gonna push them away, honestly, okay? I feel like for you guys, manifestation is going to be something that you'll master in this lifetime, but also something that won't come naturally or easily from the get-go, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's take a look at your oracle cards. We have, okay, so we have tea leaves, foresight. Let me show you guys. This is such a beautiful card. Yes. Okay, so we have foresight. And then we also have lots. It says chance. All right. Some of you guys might get lucky, honestly, when it comes to money or like achieving your goals like more quickly, right? But I feel like if you chose this pile, you guys are going to definitely be putting in a lot of work to eventually like achieve this Ace of Coins. With the tea leaves card though, I feel like for those of you who use like foresight and more like strategic thinking, I feel like success will come quicker. I feel like with this pile, it's not like a question of if, but rather when, okay? I feel like you all are destined to eventually, yeah, like achieve this Ace of Coins, right? But for some of you, it's definitely going to take longer depending on this like Two of Swords energy. This Two of Swords card might trip a few of you up because this is a tricky card, honestly. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the Two of Swords can definitely be a pain in the neck. It's basically the type of situation when you like can't really decide between two different paths in life or two different ways of seeing something. This is a big like card of indecision and of just not seeing the full picture, like not having all the answers yet. So a lot of you guys, as I've said, are gonna have to be patient and kind of really strategic, okay, when it comes to like achieving your goals in life and like riding this Six of Wands path to success eventually, okay? I just got like a specific message for a few of you guys. I feel like some of you guys are destined to achieve this like Ace of Coins, but in more of like a mental form, so like knowledge, okay? I feel like some of you guys are gonna end up like writing a book on all the knowledge and like life lessons, kind of like a memoir, okay? I feel like some of you guys are definitely destined to like write a really influential book of some kind that deals with your own like trials and errors or your own experiences with like trying to achieve success. Yeah, I feel like for some of you guys, this swords energy will feature more prominently in your destiny. So swords deal with the mind, they deal with the intellect and communication, knowledge, okay? So some of you guys might end up making really great teachers or life coaches. You guys are definitely going to pass this knowledge and wisdom down to generations beyond you, okay? And yeah, I feel like some of you guys could also end up being like advocates for like social justice even, or kind of trying to represent others who have gone through similar obstacles that you have, okay? But this pile in general does have like a really earthy flavor just because we have the Ace of Coins. So I'm thinking that if you chose this pile, this destiny for most of you guys is going to be related to like monetary success or accomplishments, if that makes sense. Okay, so for your last oracle cards, we have listen to advice. Guidance is needed to cross the ocean of life. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys might have trouble or face more, like run into more roadblocks if you try to go this path without asking for help or just kind of figuring it out on your own, okay? Because no one has all the answers, no one has it figured out in life. So if you guys do feel like you need to ask for help or advice, honestly, do it, okay? And that could be one of the things that ends up tripping you up. And that could lead to like a delayed success is like not asking for help, honestly. Because I feel like it takes more courage, honestly, to ask others for help because it can put yourself like in a vulnerable position to do that type of thing. But I feel like, honestly, for your guys' situation, that's the way to go, all right? Because you guys, I feel like people will come in and out of your life, and you guys should really utilize all the resources that you have around you. So, like people, any kind of knowledge or like wisdom that you can get, like human resources, or I don't know. I feel like a lot of you guys would do well with having like a counselor or like a consultant, like someone who you can talk to for not just advice, but like also who can give you some like good wisdom, okay? Someone who can share their own wisdom from life experiences or who can help you like think more strategically. Someone who can definitely lend some foresight and just help you along your path, okay? All right, the next oracle card we have is Determination. It says perseverance leads to fortune. Ooh, yes, if you chose this pile, you guys are a force to be reckoned with. You guys have so much determination, so much energy here, and so much like willpower when it comes to like getting what you want, but also like doing what's right. I feel like for some of you guys, this success isn't like for you. It could be for your family, it could be for your children, but I do feel like there is kind of an element to this pile that's not like doing it for selfish reasons, okay? I feel like you guys aren't like, money hungry or anything like that necessarily. I feel like most of you guys are honestly trying to look out for others in your life who might be less fortunate or less blessed, honestly. Or you guys are just trying to like do what's right for the people that you love, and also trying to like make a name for yourself, okay? Like build a strong foundation. I feel like this pile, I will call this pile the foundation pile. You guys are definitely trying to eventually achieve some long-standing like credibility or like notoriety for having spent so much time, so many like years, and like gaining so much experience in whatever field or area like this is for you. If it's like knowledge and learning, or if it's like, I don't know, banking. Some of you guys are destined to definitely end up in this more like financial area for sure. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be like either way, just really determined and persevere in like whatever field this is for you, okay? But I feel like it has mainly to do with either like money or like the mind, okay? There's a lot of more like earth and air energy here in this reading. So I'm definitely seeing that. But I feel like some of you guys might be like too afraid to ask for help or too afraid to admit that you know nothing, okay? I feel like this pile definitely has trouble when it comes to that. That could be like a sensitive area for you guys that might hold you back, okay? Or lead to more obstacles in your way if you guys don't ask for help, or if you guys don't reach out to others for support. I feel like support is really important for this pile. But I feel like you guys have mainly like grown up or been conditioned with the mentality of like being the provider, okay? I feel like you guys are set out on this journey in life with the tools, the resources, and kind of like that self-knowing that you guys are like capable and able to provide for others, so why not do it? Some of you guys might be doctors. There is definitely more of like a caretaker or like a provider energy, okay? I'm really sensing that strongly with you guys. So that could be like an important part of your destiny, is like eventually being able to like give back to people and provide for not like just your family. I feel like this pile, it kind of goes beyond these more like day-to-day like money things. I feel like for most of you guys, it's more just like this deep sense of like wanting to give back for all like the love, support, and even like help that you've been like gifted throughout your life. That's what I'm trying to say. So basically, to sum up this reading, I would say for most of you guys, your destiny is going to involve some form of like charity, giving back, or achieving some great success or notoriety within either like your field of study, interests. I'm just really getting the strong sense that you guys have this kind of dedication and determination to like achieving your goals, okay, and to building a lasting foundation or legacy, like as someone who is a leader, as someone who can be looked up to and respected, okay? I'm really seeing that as a big part of your guys' destiny, is eventually achieving like success, respect, and some kind of like prominent notoriety, all right? So yeah, those are the main things that I'm seeing for this pile, so I will leave it at that. I hope this reading made sense to you guys, okay? I hope it resonated. If you guys liked it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you're at. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later. Hey group 2, welcome to your guys' reading. If you chose this pile or this crystal, then welcome. This reading is for you guys. Let's find out what your destiny is. All right, okay, group 2. So to start off with your tarot, we have the Eight of Swords, the Fool, the Queen of Wands, as well as the Hermit. All right, guys. So there's some strong messages coming through already, so I'm just gonna roll with it. I feel like if you chose this pile, you are destined to become really independent and really like empowered, okay? The Queen of Wands is a really strong, like female empowering energy, okay? So like regardless of your gender, this just is a card of power and passion, all right? So I feel like for many of you guys, your destiny involves some kind of power and like independence, okay? The Fool is also an energy of like being independent, taking risks, taking that leap of faith, okay? And the Hermit, actually, wait, okay, yeah, you guys have two major arcana energies here. The Hermit, on the other hand, is kind of about like introspection, like being more introverted and kind of taking a path of solitude, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. I feel like for many of you guys are going to be destined to like eventually find some kind of solace, independence, maybe even live out in the mountains here. Just kind of find some kind of like peaceful solitude and like independence, and also feel empowered, especially if you're a woman and you chose this pile. You are destined to become really powerful, strong, and independent, all right? But of course, all of this isn't going to come without difficulty. We do have the Eight of Swords here. The Eight of Swords is kind of a card of like doubt and kind of feeling like cornered in, okay? We have like all these swords around her. She like doesn't know what she's doing, okay? So I feel like you guys are gonna go through life like not knowing what you're doing, all right? There is this feel, especially because we have the Fool, and the Fool is traditionally depicted in the Rider-Waite deck as being someone who's about to leap off a cliff, okay? So you guys are gonna have to go through life with this sense of like unknowing and just taking that risk, okay? Taking that leap, and you guys are eventually gonna land on this like Queen of Wands and Hermit kind of energy, all right? I feel like for most of you guys, this sense of like personal identity or empowerment is only going to come once you can completely trust yourself and rely solely on yourself and like not on any external sources, okay? Like people or anything like that. I feel like your destiny is to eventually become just really independent and to kind of gear away from like the crowd and from the norms like of our culture, okay? I feel like you guys are eventually going to become one with like nature, okay? And eventually like find a life where you can just live independent of other people and external stimuli. I don't feel like you guys are going to like become loners. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that you guys are going to eventually find peace and not have the need to rely on others or just outer external like factors, okay? If that makes sense. I feel like you guys are definitely gonna have like a night of the soul moment or strong like epiphanies or some kind of realization. You guys are eventually gonna come to that and find this sense of like inner sanctuary, and like you guys are eventually going to come to a place where you can no longer rely on like other people or just feel like you can't trust this like society to tell you the right way to do something. You guys are eventually going to come to a place where you feel like you have no choice but to trust yourself, okay? And to kind of go through life blindfold, okay? If that makes sense, you guys are gonna have to really trust your intuition and trust that you know what's best for yourself, okay? Only you guys know what is good for you and what your true desires are. So definitely follow them. Definitely take on this Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands, of the queens in the deck, she's the most kind of in tune with her true like heart's desires, okay? She knows what she wants, she knows how to get it, and she's not like, she doesn't ever doubt herself, okay? She knows herself, she knows what she needs to do, and she knows what's best for her, okay? She's a strong, independent woman. So I feel like you guys are eventually gonna have to like take on that energy for your own good, okay? For your highest good. Okay, so the next cards we have, so we have Wishbone, says affirmation. Yes, I feel like you guys are gonna pick up signs from the universe, maybe even like synchronicities that will prove your own kind of, your own inklings or knowledge that you already had within you, okay? The universe will give you signs. It will confirm the things that you already know about yourself, okay? Ooh, you guys, all right. So the next card we have is Thunder and Lightning. Yes, it says power. All right, you guys, this is a strong message. You guys are gonna become empowered. You guys are gonna definitely achieve some kind of like power in your lifetime or empowerment, you guys are destined, okay? If you chose this pile, you are destined to find your own inner power, your own inner strength, and your own identity, okay? No one can take that away from you. No one can take this power away from you unless you give it away, basically, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. I feel like you guys are definitely gonna go through life with luck. I feel like you guys don't need to worry so much on like whether the universe has your back or not, or whether you guys will fail. You guys aren't gonna be failures, okay? I'm meaning to say basically that you guys don't need to worry or ever doubt yourself. You guys basically know it. I feel like you guys will always be able to come to the right decision by yourself and on your own time, basically. And like if it doesn't feel right or if it doesn't sit with you, just follow your intuition, okay? I feel like for you guys it's best to follow your gut instinct. This Hermit card is definitely a strong energy here. This is actually an energy that's traditionally associated with Virgo. You can kind of see it. I feel like Virgo energy is really like not judgy, but you know, it's harsh, okay? It's critical. So I feel like you guys kind of need to use this energy like on yourself, okay? You guys need to look yourself in the mirror and say like, am I actually like doing what I want to be doing in life? Or like, am I happy with where I'm at in life? Type of questions like that. I feel like you guys need to look yourself in the mirror from time to time and definitely question yourself, okay? Because I feel like maybe you guys have relied on outside influences or other people to tell you what's best for yourself, or to give you that kind of validation even. But I feel like part of your guys' destiny is definitely involving this reclaiming of your own inner power and your own inner knowing, all right? That's really a strong part of this reading and of your destiny, all right? Okay, so for your last oracle cards, we have limitation is power. Lean into your limitations. Ooh, interesting. All right. And then we also have self-creation. Be the author of your own life. Yes, I mean, you guys, I think this goes without saying. You guys are very creative. You guys have the power to manifest your own reality and to create the kind of life that you want. You guys have this power really intensely. Also, because we have the Fool, and the Fool is the first card in the deck. The Fool is all about like setting your sights on something and then just going after it. But also the Fool isn't worried about whether he's like not going to get it or not. The Fool is only worried about like whether or not he'll be able to have that freedom to do what he wants, basically, okay? So I feel like for you guys, freedom is a big thing. Freedom, independence, kind of living your life at your own pace, doing what you want, possibly traveling, or just having like really meaningful life experiences that you have the power to create and really shape, okay? At your own pace. That's really what I'm seeing. Because power and creation are already major themes here. So I feel like for you guys, kind of knowing your own power, knowing your limitations, obviously, and kind of more external, but actually like not external. I feel like for many of you guys, these limitations are kind of coming from within. So it's like your own doubt or your own kind of like your your own kind of judgments. I feel like some of you guys are definitely too harsh on yourselves. You stress out about things that maybe you should not stress out about, and you guys get caught up on things, okay, that kind of holds you back, or that kind of restricts this more innocent, fool, and like creative energy that you guys have inside of you. So I feel like knowing your own your own limitations. I feel like for you guys, I said this in the last pile and I'll say it again. For you guys, your worst enemy is yourself and your own doubt, okay? Don't doubt yourselves. The Fool, okay, if the Fool doubted himself, he would not jump off the cliff. He would not, like, strike it rich, okay? The Fool is kind of that energy. It's like a hit or miss. But the thing is, you just don't doubt it. You go with it. And even if you do miss or you didn't have the experience that you thought you would or that you were hoping for, you still will learn something that's really meaningful, all right? So I feel like if you guys kind of pressure yourself or limit yourself too much, you guys are really going to miss out and not like reap all the benefits of like this Queen of Wands kind of Fool energy here, all right? Yes. But I strongly feel like, though, with this Wishbone card, you guys will get strong messages from the universe, strong confirmations, affirmations that you are, like, doing the right thing. You guys are, in fact, like, following the path that's meant for you, okay? If it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. So definitely keep that in mind, like, like if you're ever doubting yourself and wondering, like, man, if I had made that other decision, or if I had gone down this other road, like, would it have been better? Like, what would I have done differently? Type of thing. Just know that either, you know, any path you take, whatever path you take in life, you will, either way, you'll have certain obstacles, certain difficulties that you'll have to overcome anyways. And really, it's just about choosing the path that brings you joy. Honestly, it brings you this full, like, innocence and independence for sure. I feel like you guys are definitely like destined to become like this wise hermit, yet also this strong, independent Queen of Wands energy, all right? So yeah, definitely a really exciting pile. I had a lot of fun reading for you guys, okay? I hope this reading made sense for sure. If it resonated, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a super amazing day wherever you're at. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later. Hey group 3, welcome to your guys' reading. If you chose this pile or this crystal, then welcome. This reading is for you guys. Alright, let's just jump right into it. Let's find out what your destiny is. Alright, okay, group 3. So to start off with your tarot, we have the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Wands in reverse, as well as the Ten of Cups. All right, guys. Okay, so there are definitely some messages coming through right off the bat, so I will just roll with it. Okay, so with the Ace of Wands starting off this reading, I feel like part of your destiny is kind of to uncover your own, like, hidden talents, or maybe some of you guys have like some creative passions or things that you would really like want to pursue, like special talents, okay? I feel like there's definitely like a theme of that in this reading so far, having to do with like some kind of creative passions or like talents that you have basically with this Ace of Wands. Oh, right, and then with the Seven of Cups here, I feel like there's definitely certain, like, illusions, or there's some kind of, like, disillusionment that you might have about yourself or about, like, the world, like, as a whole, or even about other people, okay? But I feel like the Seven of Cups It usually represents some kind of illusions or dreams, even certain fantasies that we have, okay? But I feel like for you guys in this reading, I think the Seven of Cups represents your own illusions that you have about the world in general, right? Or this could also be certain habits or things that you like, things that haven't served you necessarily, because we have it followed by the Seven of Wands in reverse. The Seven of Wands is interesting. When it's upright, it usually represents us feeling in control. Like, it's a really sobering card. It's kind of the opposite of the Seven of Cups in a way, but it's a card of control, power. But when it's in reverse, right, it kind of represents like letting go, okay, or like giving up power, kind of like surrendering, okay. But I feel like this is really like a message of like something that you need to let go of, possibly some kind of like attachment that you guys might have to something, or some kind of illusions, like in general. All right, with this Seven of Cups card, there's some kind of like attachment or things that might not be serving you that you need to let go of eventually, like on your path, okay. And then with this, the Ten of Cups, right? The Ten of Cups is actually like one of my favorite cards in the deck. It's kind of the card of like ultimate contentment, peace, solace. This is a card of like family. You can see like the cat there. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Okay, yeah. When I see this card, or at least the way it's depicted in this deck, I think of kind of like home life, okay? Like the ideal kind of family home life, all right? So I feel like for many of you guys, you're gonna end up being destined to have more of like a conventional or even traditional path in life, or to eventually, settle down and have a family. I feel like for many of you, that's definitely gonna be a part of your destiny, is this more like conventional, or what's thought of as like traditional path in life, having a family, settling down, having pets, for sure. I feel like for many of you guys, you'll end up going that route, or eventually getting there, or just having eventually like achieving this feeling of like contentment, like ultimate kind of peace and like quietude, okay? So this, even if you guys don't end up, like if some of you guys, even if you don't end up having like a family or a more like traditional lifestyle, you're still gonna do something that eventually will like give you this feeling of peace and of like connection, okay? Having some kind of family. That's really what I'm seeing with this card, all right? I'm really curious. Let's just get more info. Let's take a look at some of your oracle cards. Ooh, okay. So we have geomancy. It says patience. Okay. I feel like for many of you, this is really interesting because I feel like the Ace of Wands, having the Ace of Wands start out your reading, this is a really fast-paced, fiery energy, right? So I feel like, but I feel like this is more of like an internal energy, though, for you guys. I feel like, though, externally, life as it unfolds, or even society, will kind of force you to be patient when it comes to like getting the things that you want, okay, and eventually achieving this sense of like harmony and contentment in life, okay? So yeah, I feel like patience is definitely going to be a big part of it. With this pile, though, I feel like there's nothing really that needs to be rushed. I feel like for you guys are well off, and I feel like this pile already has like a sense of knowing where they want to go in life, or what they want to be doing with their life. I feel like you guys kind of already have a good idea of where this is kind of going, if that makes sense. Okay, so you guys, the other card we have is Augur. It says mastery. This kind of makes sense, though. I feel like also going back to the Ace of Wands, I feel like this could also be, yeah, this could be like achieving mastery at like a specific talent or like passion that you have. As I mentioned earlier, I feel like this group definitely has their fair share of like creative passions or like hobbies or talents that they have. So maybe this 10 of Cups, maybe it doesn't have to be like a family necessarily, but it could be some kind of contentment through love of like a specific skill or hobby that you guys will eventually achieve mastery of. It could be that, but honestly, I'm feeling like there's definitely the sense of like feeling connected and feeling the sense of love for like what you do in life, all right? So I'm definitely seeing that as a main message for sure. Yeah, I feel like this pile does seem though to be more conventional. So for most of you guys, this will probably be like finding your soul family or finding or like just settling down, you know, and having a more domestic life. It could be that. But for some of you guys, this could definitely be like a skill that you work on and kind of achieve this mastery of like throughout your life. Like finding something that you're so passionate about, that you have such a love for, that you eventually find this peace in doing it, okay? Because when I look at this card, I also feel a similar feeling to what I see in this card, which is that sense of quietude, peace, like contentment, all right? This card, though, has more to do with experience and more so like a specific skill or talent, all right? Yeah, interesting. Okay. I don't know why, but when I looked at this card like a second ago, I was also thinking like Christmas. Okay, I don't know. Maybe this is a message for like a few of you guys out there, but I'm feeling definitely, it's like this feeling of like Christmas Eve night, you know, and then it's like, you know how there's like that sense of quietude, like you feel like it's just you and the universe, or just you and God, or whatever you believe in. I feel like there's this sense of, but I'm also seeing it in this card as well. There's this sense of achieving some kind of like connection to the divine, or to like oneness in a way, if that makes sense. I'm really seeing there's definitely a more spiritual aspect to this pile, even though it does seem a bit more like conventional, or this could be seen as more of like a traditional lifestyle that you guys might end up being destined for. All right. Okay, so for your last tarot cards, we have do not be frustrated, let go, and feel peaceful. Ooh, yeah, I just felt like the sense of lightness, actually. Ooh. I feel like some of you guys will end up traveling a lot, okay? I just got like a specific image of like a waterfall, like walking through the mist and feeling that like water or that like mist kind of wash over you and let your worries kind of fade away. Okay, I got that. I just felt that really strongly. So I feel like for many of you guys, maybe through travel or through kind of more of like a creative or expressive avenue, could find this sense of peace. Okay, I feel like your guys' destiny is to eventually achieve some kind of spiritual peace, or like knowing, okay, or even like connection or oneness with nature or with the divine. All right, so the other card we have is, ooh, okay, so we have balanced life. It says love seeks your well-being. Yes, that's really beautiful, guys. I feel like you guys, through leading like a balanced life, or some kind of, you know, this lifestyle where you can feel really connected to the people that you love, but also feel like you're accomplishing your goals, and this more like Ace of Wands energy, right? I feel like there's a good balance between the cups and the wands in this reading, which is really nice to see. So I feel like, yeah, you guys are eventually going to achieve a really balanced, like healthy, and just loving lifestyle, okay? I feel like your guys' destiny has a lot to do with like feeling connected to your guys' purpose, as well as the people that you love and the things that you love doing in life. This skill or like this particular hobby or talent that you guys have. Definitely pursue that. There is gonna be, for many of you guys with this Augur card, some kind of development or life experiences that lead you to eventually becoming a master of something, okay? So this could also be like spiritual mastery as well. Some of you guys might be like religious, or yeah, I'm just seeing like lead a more like conventional, but not even conventional in that like sense of like going with the flow or going with the norm, but I mean more so like living a quiet life, you know, at home or in nature. That's really what I'm sensing with that. Yeah, though. I feel like also you guys are gonna have to let go of a lot of things. As I was saying earlier with the Seven of Cups, I feel like there will be certain things in your life that do not serve you, whether that's people or old habits or tendencies that you have towards escapism, possibly. I feel like there are certain things though that you guys need to let go of to eventually find this equilibrium and this balance that you guys seek, okay? So yeah, those are the main things that are coming through for this pile. So yeah, I will leave it at that. I hope this reading made sense to you guys. I hope it resonated and just brought you guys more clarity into what your destiny is, all right? Yeah. If you guys liked it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you're at. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later. Hey group 4, welcome to your guys' reading. If you chose this pile or this crystal, then welcome. This one is for you guys, alright? Let's just jump right into it. Let's find out what your destiny is. Alright, okay, group 4. So, to start off with your tarot, we have the Three of Cups, the Three of Cups in reverse, the Tower, the Empress, and the Wheel. All right, you guys, we have like 3 majors here. That's really interesting. Usually when I see like a lot of majors in a reading, especially in a reading like this, there is definitely major like archetypal themes coming through. The major arcana cards deal with like major life themes, experiences, and kind of like stereotypical themes that we encounter in literature, like the hero's journey or things like that, okay? So I'm definitely getting that your guys' journey is going to be like unique to you. There could be a lot of different ways this could go for many of you. These are just general readings, so keep that in mind. But I'm definitely seeing you guys breaking away from the crowd, okay? The Three of Cups, when it's upright, it usually represents collaboration with friends or with people who have similar minds, who are like-minded, basically, right? But when it's in reverse, it kind of represents breaking away from that, okay? And the energy is drawn more inward, okay? The Three of Cups is a very creative, collaborative energy, but when it's in reverse, it kind of deals with drawing more inward and looking to yourself for that kind of creative flow, okay? Rather than looking to others for collaboration, if that makes sense. Followed by the Tower card, I think there's definitely going to be some kind of reckoning or epiphany or even like realization that you guys come to at some point in your life where you kind of realize like, you were living a lie, or were you kind of, not to be dramatic or anything, but I feel like you guys will kind of realize that that things that you have been doing up till this point just haven't worked for you, okay? Like, just aren't who you are, maybe, or just haven't been supporting your highest self or your highest good necessarily, if that makes sense, all right? And then the Empress card, I love this, okay? The Empress is like a card of Venus, abundance. I feel like this kind of represents like a return to nature, or your most natural state of self, even. The Empress can represent like new beginnings as well, like planting new seeds, even. This is a card of spring and of like when things are flourishing, okay? So I feel like when you guys kind of come to this realization of who you are and what you truly want in life, like everything will come into place, everything will fall into place, and I feel like you'll eventually then like find the connections that you really seek, or the like the relationships, or the goals that you really want will start appearing. Even like the opportunities will present themselves for you to really come into your own, to come into this Empress kind of state of mind where things just come to you. The Empress is a great energy for manifestation, for achieving your goals, your dreams. It's a really beautiful energy, and it's really connected to nature. I think of kind of like Taurus energy when I look at this card. But things are flourishing, okay? I feel like you guys, part of your destiny is going to have to do with like returning to your most purest state of self, if that makes sense. Or a state of self where you can really live out the things that make you feel whole, okay? There is a sense of wholeness in this energy, and of really connecting to the earth or even your environment. So maybe you guys will come to a realization that this could be an example for one of you guys out there, where you come to a realization that maybe like city life isn't for you, it's not who you are, or like the people there, you just don't fit into the crowd, and then like you end up like moving somewhere that's more rural, or somewhere where you can really just see the trees and see the grassy hills, and it really brings you this sense of connection to nature and just wholeness, okay? And it makes you feel like a kid again. Or that could just be like that's just an example, all right? But I am seeing that there's gonna be some kind of reversal of like a state of mind or a state of living even that you guys have had, okay, at some point in your lives, okay? The Tower is a card of reckoning, of realization. The Tower I kind of associate with like revolution, okay? Getting rid of old things that just don't serve you, or that's just not who you are, what you don't identify with, okay? So I feel like for you guys, part of your destiny is this journey of self-discovery. Oh my gosh, sorry. That was a jet. Whoa. As I was saying, part of your destiny is this journey of like self-discovery and finding out who you truly are. And I think that's really beautiful. And that is a really like archetypal journey, as I was mentioning earlier, because we do have a lot of major energies here. Lastly, with the Wheel, or the Wheel of Fortune, I really love this card. Honestly, the thing is about this card is it's not necessarily all luck. It does represent changes, okay? Like drastic changes, like fated changes in a way. So this is a really universal energy. I feel like for some of you guys, especially if you travel a lot, or if you decide you want to move someplace else in the world, or someplace just different from where you've grown up or from where you've lived all your life, I feel like you guys will have a lot of luck, okay? This Wheel of Fortune Obviously, like, this could go many different ways for a lot of you guys, but I feel like the Wheel of Fortune will definitely favor those of you who have already, or it will favor most of you who've already been through this tower stage, okay, of reckoning and rejection in a way, if that makes sense. So what I'm trying to say is I feel like the Wheel of Fortune will definitely bring you like good luck and opportunities if you are already in a place of contentment and wholeness already, okay? Not necessarily like if you've found out like who you are or not. That's definitely a life journey and a long standing theme like in your reading, right? Like we are always changing, we are always finding out new things about ourselves. That is a work in progress. But I feel like the Wheel of Fortune here will definitely support you and bring you new opportunities of luck and like stimulation, okay? The Wheel of Fortune can also be things that you didn't expect, okay? Things that are exciting. It can bring you all of those things, but only if you are already in this Empress stage of finding yourself or of realizing what you don't want to be or what you are not, at least, okay? If that makes sense. All right, so to look at your oracle cards, we have feathers. It says message. This is a really angelic card. I feel like the universe will definitely give you signs along the way to achieving your destiny. Like, it will give you signs, okay? So you'll know you're on the right path if you are receiving messages, or, you know, for some of you guys, I'm just picking up like certain scents that remind you of home or that remind you of childhood in a way. I feel like part of your destiny is achieving or returning, as I've said, to that oneness, that state of nature where you feel like a child again, or where you feel most connected, okay, to your heart and to yourself at your very core, okay? All right, and then the next card we have is Pendulum. It says decision. Ooh. This is kind of similar to the Wheel of Fortune, except the Wheel of Fortune kind of deals with things that are beyond our control. Pendulum energy, it's also things that we can't control, right? But I feel like for a pendulum, it's usually like the universe is trying to tell us something. We use it as a support system to, like, pendulums give us information, they give us cues, okay? This is similar also to the feathers energy. I feel like for many of you guys, the universe is going to give you strong indicators, like, yes, you are on the right path, or like if it like doesn't feel right to you, maybe you should like retreat, you know, or yeah, I'm just getting that really strongly with this pile so far. But I feel like with the pendulum card in particular, your decision making is really going to come to the forefront in determining your destiny, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. The decisions that you make, I think if you chose this pile, the decisions that you make are going to affect your destiny much greater than the other piles, okay, if that makes sense. I feel like the decisions that you make from the very start are going to determine how you identify with yourself and like what person you end up like growing into. And yeah, I'm really seeing that. I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like you guys are going to have to deal with not necessarily like crises or challenges, but I feel like the Wheel of Fortune will definitely bring a lot of you guys like situations that are out of the blue that kind of test your sense of self, okay? Like how strongly you can pull together and how strongly you can like persevere, okay? That's also coming through strongly. But I feel like also, like, if you chose this pile, the strongest theme in your reading is kind of like a crisis of identity, okay? And I feel like for most of you guys, this internal, it's gonna be internal, okay? I feel like for most of you guys, you won't really have to worry so much about the outside world, but it's really gonna be how you identify with yourself and what you connect with most on a deeper core level, okay? If that makes sense. But the Wheel of Fortune is an external energy, so I think the universe is gonna definitely throw in certain situations to test you, to test your sense of like commitment and like strength of character or identity, to really just like teach you lessons of like trust, okay? Like self-trust and also of integrity, okay? If that makes sense. All right, so for your last oracle cards, we have Silencing the Mind. Okay, it says, let silence guide you to your inner peace. Yes, okay. I feel like there's also a strong sense of quietude and peace with this pile. I feel like also part of your destiny could be finding that own sense of inner peace, quietude. I'm not necessarily sensing solitude. There was one pile in particular early on. I think it was pile 1. If you felt drawn to that pile, maybe you should go and watch that one. But for that one, I said it was more, because for that pile, I said that there was also a sense of like achieving peace and quietude as well, but for them I was really seeing it as more of like a solitude thing, okay, like retreating back into their own inner world and stuff. But for you guys, I'm really seeing that you guys will achieve a sense of like peace and quietude through not just like connecting to yourself, but also like connecting to nature, okay? And also animals too. This card is really just a strong energy in this reading. There's a lot of animals. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, we have like horses here. This is just a pure image of like fertility, abundance, growth, and just like peace, okay? So I'm really seeing that like strongly for you guys. If you just follow your own inner sense of knowing and peace, the universe will definitely lead you in the right direction, okay? But definitely like don't let this Wheel of Fortune trip you up, or this Tower energy, okay? Just follow your gut. If it feels right, then it's meant to happen, all right? Okay, so for your last oracle card, we have Time to Play. It says, make time to dance and play. Ooh, okay. Some of you guys are probably like very creative. I feel like some of you guys are honestly like into jazz, the blues, kind of like this more country-esque moment, you know, of like listening or like humming different tunes in the cornfield or something like that. No, but I'm just seeing that for a lot of you guys. There's just a strong sense of like returning to your own inner childhood, like your own childhood basically, and the things that really brought you joy when you were a child. That could be like dance or music, or maybe like a sport that you used to play. I feel like you guys will definitely like achieve this peace and just like quietude through certain hobbies or certain things that really remind you of childhood and who you are at your core, okay? And these could be things that your parents also like taught you, or things that your parents might also play a role in, okay? So if these are literal like games or like activities, definitely like do those with your friends, your close friends, or alone, okay? I feel like you guys will definitely sort out most of your deep inner work by yourself, okay? And definitely like away from people, away from the outside world, okay? But I feel like the Wheel of Fortune, you guys are going to have a lot of luck in your life, and I feel like that will definitely lead you to having like a more fulfilling destiny. Not saying that you guys won't have to put in any work at all, but I feel like for most of you guys, a lot of the work that you do put in is going to be more internal and have to do with like finding yourself, okay? And finding like meeting your future self as as who you were when you were a child, okay? If that makes sense. I feel like there's just this strong connection to childhood and innocence, honestly, in this pile. So yeah, definitely let that lead you to your destiny, for sure. All right, so those are the main things that I'm seeing for this pile, so I will leave it at that. I hope this reading made sense to you guys. I hope it resonated. If it did, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a super amazing day wherever you're at. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later.